In June, the police in Anoka got a concerning phone call from a woman whose husband was acting very erratically. He'd recently been fired at Home Depot, and he had an assault weapon that he'd been practicing with. And he told his wife he was preparing for war. He was going to go in and kill two of his former co-workers. Besides taking the man to the hospital, the police took the man's weapons. That included an assault rifle and 3 other guns. They kept those weapons until a hearing at which a judge decided that this man should not have access to those weapons for at least a year. This is one of the 301 cases the Star Tribune looked at since the terrible shooting in Annunciation School late in August. We wanted to know how the state's new red flag law was working, and what we found was that by and large, it's working very well. The whole point of this law is to allow either family members or law enforcement agencies to intercede and get weapons out of the hands of people very quickly when they pose a threat to themselves or to others. Generally, what we see is that on the same day these petitions are filed, the courts are granting immediate emergency orders that allow the police to go in with a search warrant and get those weapons. And in some cases, that's months faster than it would take in either a criminal proceeding or in a civil commitment proceeding. The kind of violence that some of these folks were anticipating engaging in was truly chilling. They talked about shooting up schools. One person was going to shoot up a daycare. One person was going to go to a courthouse and just open fire. How many of these incidents would have really happened is impossible to know. But the people that we've talked to in law enforcement, the family members that we've interviewed, believe these were very real threats and that really terrible things were going to happen. And Minnesota seems to be adopting this law faster than a lot of other states. And other folks who have been studying these issues around the country are generally pretty happy with what they're seeing in Minnesota and thinking, we're doing things right here.